Hey guys, it's Edward. I know it's been a while since I've been doing these uploads, but I wanted to share something to you that is a little bit different from what I usually do on this channel. As some of you guys might have noticed, I haven't been uploading for quite a while. It's been a month now, I think, since my last upload. And the reason for that is because I've been quite busy with my 9 to 5 job, and because that's where my focus really lies on since it helps pay for the bills. And YouTube doesn't really, for a small channel like mine. So that reminds me, please do click on that subscribe button because for a small channel like mine, it doesn't really do much in terms of payments. It doesn't really get the needle going, if you know what I mean. But for this video, I wanted to share something with you guys that I feel every one of us is going through right now during going through the pandemic and now through a pending recession. It's about how I deal with stress coming from work, stress coming from my personal life, and everything in between. So let's get into it. So the first key lesson that I wanted to be able to share with you coming from my own experience is don't be a perfectionist. I'm sure you've heard of this a lot of times wherein you're waiting for the right timing, maybe to launch a new product or starting a backyard project, and you haven't started it yet because you're always thinking that what if it's gonna fail? But newsflash, you are gonna fail. I have failed so many times in what I did, I can't even count it anymore. But failure is a really part, like it's a real part of life, and you should be happy to actually fail and get back up and try again because that's how you learn. So don't always think about how you're gonna fail. And I'm gonna give you guys a personal experience regarding this about being a perfectionist. When I do my videos on YouTube, you guys might think like I have a script in front of the camera, but I don't. I usually just have my laptop with me on the side, and that's where I put my scripts, my notes, and everything there. And I've always been thinking that when I'm doing a recording, I should look at the camera more often than looking at the script. But the thing is, I can't remember everything I put on the script, even though I put like a lot of details. I put dates, I put notes on what to say at this point in time, but I can never really just say it whenever I need to. So most often that, and you're gonna see this with the videos I put out and upload, is that most often is that I'm gonna be looking somewhere because I'm looking through the script like, oh my gosh, what do I need to say next? But the thing is, I want you guys to take a deep breath. Like, don't beat yourself up too much. Just start it, right? Just do it. Don't be a perfectionist. If anything, if the video fails, it fails. If it does well, then good for you, right? Because it's something that you can start of and then just think of it like a practice session and then move on from there. So first key lesson number one for me to be able to manage stress is don't be a perfectionist. All right, so second key lesson is it's all about execution. It's more like 10% planning, 90% execution. And this is coming from a guy that used to be an inventory planner. A little bit background about me is that I used to be, well, still, right? Like, but way back when I was way younger, right after I graduated college, I started working for this company as an inventory planner. And what that means is that I do forecasts of products. I do reports wherein I tell people this is how much we would need to produce for the next 6 months. So that entails a lot of planning, a lot of calculations, a lot of analysis, looking back at historical data, plus the promotions that we're going to be doing, right? I had a bias that if I plan well, then people would be able to execute well, right? Seems logical. If I plan every detail, every step part of it during the execution part, there are a lot of things that would probably happen, but we should be able to anticipate it because we planned well. That is exactly how I used to think about it. If I plan really well and according to the detail and anticipate all the different type of scenarios that could happen, then whatever happens in real life, we should be ready for it. That was my perspective. But in life, it's very different, right? Because for a company, they're actually paying you to be a planner, to actually think and do those planning. But when it comes to your personal life, you can't do that. A lot of things that you plan don't actually happen. A lot of things that you don't plan actually happen in life, and it really throws off everything that you've given a lot of focus and your time to. So in this second lesson, I'm telling you guys that for me, in like these past few years, I'm focusing more on just getting started, like slowly making a progress on this, however low it is. I'm sure you've heard about this quote. It's very famous from a lot of other YouTubers. Like, you should always aim to have a 1% improvement on a daily basis, whatever that is. Being able to improve on whatever routine that you're doing, a healthy routine. Maybe you plan to walk a certain number of miles per day as part of your healthy diet, or eat more, or cook inside to save more on cost. That is something that you start doing. So my second key lesson for you guys is that 10% planning and 9% should be on execution. My own personal experience here is that I regretted not being able to start YouTube at an earlier time, because I was thinking about starting a YouTube channel like way back during the pandemic, but I thought to myself, like, it was not the right timing. People aren't gonna watch on YouTube because everybody's afraid to go out. People are watching the news. Why would people watch my channel? It's not that interesting. So many things that I thought that wouldn't make this channel as successful as I thought. But eventually I got a few subscribers and a few subscribers, and that has given me a little bit of confidence, and it has pushed me a little bit to go on and pursue this passion, right? So for you guys at home, if you want to be a YouTuber, if you want to start your own channel, start today and start small. Don't even think about the quality of the videos that you're putting out. It might not be the best kind, like Mr. Beast kind or the other YouTuber that you usually watch, but you will get there in time, right? So it might take a little bit more time, could take you a year or more than a year, but once you get the hang of it, you'll get there, right? So that's the second key lesson. The third key lesson that I wanted to tell you guys is, right, so this is probably the most important one, is third key lesson: learn to identify things that you can and cannot control. What do I mean by this? In life, there are so many things that you worry about that you can't control, like how people are going to react to this video when I post it, right? I can't control that. So why should I be worrying about this? Why should I be worrying about the economy so much? Well, actually, we should a little bit, right? But it's something that I can't control. Like, it's something that I need to know about, of course, so that I can plan for it. But I shouldn't worry about it way too much than I should be, because I can't control it. Whether I want the economy to be better in the next few months, it's not going to happen, right? So you guys need to be able to look out for which ones you can control. And I'll give you an example. So one of the things that I can control is how much effort I put in on this video, right? So if, like, for this video I'm sharing with you guys, I'm thinking of like, what are the most valuable things that happened to me in the past few months for the year 2022 that I want to be able to share with you guys, because everybody's stressed out, everybody's having some sort of anxiety. You can't sleep at night because you're thinking maybe tomorrow you're getting laid off. You don't know where you'll get your next salary to pay the bills, pay rent, and things like that. So these are the things that I want to be able to share with you guys, and things that I can control, right? So the amount of information I can give you guys is something that I can control. The amount of effort that I put in on this video is something I can control. Also, taking care of your health, right? So that's one thing that I can control. Physical health, mental health, those are the things that we can control, so that when stress comes, and it will, we can better manage it. We are better prepared for it. That is something that I believe in. So same thing in life is, like, a lot of people say that, you got lucky and you got 1,000 subscribers after posting a little bit of videos. But the truth is, I think that luck is a bit about timing and also about being prepared for it, right? And I'll give you guys an example. Say you're working in a corporate company. One of the managers recently resigned. Naturally, the company would either evaluate to maybe step up one of the employees under that manager's team, or hire from outside. Let's say that you're one of those people inside his team, and they evaluate you and they say, hey, this guy is a pretty good communicator. He knows his job well. He's able to communicate ideas and pitch to different clients. Why don't we just promote him, right? So the way that other people would see that is, hey, he got lucky, he got promoted because that guy had to go back to like, let's say he had to go back to his home country because the pandemic here is getting worse, and the company just was just being lazy and didn't want to look for another, like, another substitute. And that, you know, that could have played a role too, right? Like timing and things, how things work out. But the truth is, they also evaluated you based on your strengths and weaknesses. People don't just do things without a reason. For me, it's also about working on yourself, making sure that you're ready when the time is right, when luck really does come your way, when doors finally open, windows finally open for you, you're going to be able to receive that. So that's something that I think every one of us should actually put in a lot of work to. Things that you can control, work on yourself, invest on yourself. Always read something that interests you or something that you know would be able to help you improve on your daily life. Don't just stay on YouTube every time. Don't just watch these kinds of videos all the time. Although, you know, sometimes it's something that would get you motivated, something that you get inspiration from. And that is something that I would love to be able to give you guys, right? So these three key learnings for me are what helped me get through the stress and anxiety for me this year. And I hope you guys are able to take in something from here. And I would love to hear what you guys have been doing to manage the stress throughout this year. Let me know in the comments below anything that you've been doing that I wasn't able to cover. And maybe you can exchange ideas, right? So I would love to be able to try on different things. I hear some people are being more active these pandemic by having Zoom calls with their friends and having a workout right in their room. So every one of them is working out in their room, but they're having a Zoom call. Feels like, you know, we're close to each other, but we're not. That's what people are usually doing, like doing yoga, but you're in a Zoom meeting. So if you love this video, please give it a like and subscribe to this channel. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.